You know what I noticed at my buddy Dave's house last summer? Brand new F-250 in the driveway. Stainless steel grille the size of a small aircraft carrier on the back patio. Peloton visible through the window. Still had the tags on it. Dave's 58, works his tail off, and he told me, quietly, like he was confessing something, that he's got maybe $40,000 saved for retirement. That truck alone was $68,000. I'm not here to pile on Dave. I like Dave, but I've watched a lot of Daves and Debbies spend the exact years that should be their peak wealth-building years bleeding money on stuff that doesn't buy happiness. It buys the appearance of happiness. Big difference. Today we're talking about status symbols. Specifically, the ones our generation got sold that are quietly draining the retirement accounts we desperately need. Let's get into it. Here's the thing about us. Gen X, boomers. We grew up watching our parents work hard and show it. Dad got the promotion. He bought the Buick. Mom went back to work. She got the gold jewelry. You earned it. You displayed it. That was the deal. And the advertisers figured that out about us real fast. We're the generation that watched Dallas and Dynasty and genuinely thought shoulder pads and a Mercedes meant you'd made it. We collected Jordans before collecting Jordans was a thing. We bought the first flat-screen TVs at $3,000 a pop because we deserved them. I'm not judging. I did some of this too. But here's what nobody told us back then. Status is a subscription service. You don't buy it once. You keep paying for it every single month. And at 55, 62, or 67, that subscription is eating your future. Status symbol number 1. New vehicles. Let's start with the big one. The truck, the SUV, the lease you've been rolling over since 2011. The average new vehicle payment right now is north of $700 a month. Add insurance. Another $150, $200 if you've got a nice one. That's nearly $900 a month to drive something with that new car smell. Now run that math with me. $900 a month invested instead, from age 55 to 67, at a modest return. We're talking $180,000 plus sitting in your account at retirement. You know what a 3-year-old version of that same truck costs? Half the price, sometimes less, and it drives the same on the highway. We grew up in the era of fixing things. My old man drove a '78 Cutlass Supreme until the odometer quit keeping count. That car was a statement. It said I am not stupid with money. I've come to appreciate that statement a lot more as I've gotten older. The question isn't whether you can afford the new truck. The question is what you're trading for it. Status symbol number 2. The brand name trap. Raise your hand if you've got a designer bag, a luxury watch, or a closet full of stuff with tags. I'm not pointing fingers. This stuff is designed to get you. The logos got bigger, the influencers got louder, and somewhere along the way, buying a $400 belt became a personality trait. Here's the part that gets me though. Most of this stuff isn't even about enjoying it. It's about being seen with it. It's a signal. I'm doing well. I'm somebody. And I understand that feeling. I really do. Coming up, a lot of us didn't have much. Buying nice things felt like proof that we'd made it out. But here's what I've learned. The people who are actually wealthy, generationally, sustainably wealthy, almost universally drive boring cars, wear ordinary watches, and couldn't care less what logo is on their shoes. The show of wealth and the actual having of wealth are frequently opposite things. The logo on your shirt doesn't follow you into retirement. The money does. Status symbol number 3. The house that's too much. This one's sensitive, so I'm going to tread carefully, but we need to talk about it. A lot of us bought, or stayed in, more house than we needed because a big house said something, said we're successful, said the kids have room, said we made it to the nice neighborhood. The kids are gone now, and you've got 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a yard that takes half your Saturday, and a property tax bill that shows up like an old nemesis every year. I'm not saying sell tomorrow. I'm saying look at the real cost. Mortgage or taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance. On a big house, that's easily $3,000 to $5,000 a month in carrying costs for space you're not using. A lot of folks I know have downsized and called it one of the best financial decisions they ever made, not because they had to, because they ran the numbers and realized that the house was working against them. Right-sizing your home isn't giving up. For many people in our generation, it's the single biggest wealth unlock available to them. Status symbol number 4. Subscriptions and tech creep. Quick one, but don't sleep on it. We grew up with 3 TV channels and a rotary phone. Somehow we've ended up with 6 streaming services, the latest iPhone on a payment plan, a smartwatch, a gym membership we use like it owes us money, and a cable package we keep because what if? I did an audit on a friend's subscriptions last year. We found $400 a month in recurring charges he'd genuinely forgotten about. He'd been paying for an app he deleted in 2022. These aren't big purchases. That's why they're sneaky. Nobody feels the $14.99. But $14.99 times 12 services is $180 a month, times 12 months, times 10 years. That's over $20,000. Gone, for stuff you half use. Look at your bank statement this week, not someday. This week. Anything you haven't used in 60 days, cut it. Take 45 minutes on a Sunday. It's the easiest money you'll ever save. Here's what I want to say before we wrap this up. So this video doesn't feel like a lecture. We earned the right to have nice things. We really did. We worked hard, raised families, survived recessions, plural, and kept going. Nobody's saying get by on rice and misery. But there's a difference between buying things you love and buying things to prove something. One fills your life, the other fills a hole that never actually fills. The status symbols I'm talking about, they don't deliver on the promise. That truck doesn't make you feel successful for long. The watch gets scratched, the big house gets quiet, and the payments keep coming. What actually builds security, what lets you retire on your terms, take care of your people, travel when you want, sleep at night, is the gap between what you make and what you spend. That gap is your freedom. Every status symbol you buy is a mortgage on that freedom. We've watched enough of our peers hit 65 broke and stressed to know we don't want that. There's still time to change the math. All right. Here's your one thing for this week. And I mean this week, not someday. Pull up your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Write down every recurring charge and every purchase over $200. Next to each one, write either, "This genuinely makes my life better," or, "I bought this to impress someone." You'll know the difference when you see it. Be honest, nobody's watching. Then take whatever's in the second column and ask yourself, what would that money look like in 10 years if I redirected it? Most people who do this exercise find they can recapture at least $300 to $500 a month. Some find a lot more. That's not a sacrifice, that's a decision. I'm Eli. This has been 50 cents of advice. If this hit home, share it with somebody who needs to hear it. You know who I'm talking about, and I'll see you in the next one.